Given the complex numbers z is 3 plus 5i and w is 2 minus 3i, find the following. So we want to do z plus w, so that's going to be 3 plus 5i plus 2 minus 3i. So add the real parts, and then we've got 5i minus 3i, so that's plus 2i. Now for z, take away w, that's going to be 3 plus 5i, take away, and the bracket's important here, 2 minus 3i. So that's 3 plus 5i, take away 2, plus 3i. So 3 take away 2 is 1, and then we have 8i. Now zw means z times w, so that's 3 plus 5i multiplied by 2 minus 3i, and now we expand the brackets. So we get 6, add 10i, take away 9i, take away 15i squared. Now remember that I squared is negative 1, so that's going to be 6, and this one's going to become add 15, and then simplifying this we just get a single I, and so that's 21 plus I. Now for z divided by w, we have 3 plus 5i over 2 minus 3i. Now we're going to do a process called realizing the denominator. And what we do is we multiply top and bottom by the conjugate of the denominator here. So we have 3 plus 5i, 2 plus 3i, over, now we've looked at this, multiplying conjugates together, that's going to end up being 4 plus 9, which is 13. Expanding the top, we get 6 plus 10i plus 9i plus 15i squared. Now 6 take away 15 is negative 9, so that's negative 9, add 19i over 13. Now your calculator will quite happily do all of this sort of stuff, provided you put it into complex mode. When you've finished with complex mode, it's always a good idea to take it out of complex mode again, but let's be in complex mode for now. So if we just do this one, zw, so we've got 3 plus 5i, and we find the I in Math 2, and then 2 minus 3i, and you can see we get 21 plus I, and let's do this division as well. So 3 plus 5i, and it's important you use this I, not just an I from the ABCs, and so that's 2 minus 3i on the bottom, and that's happened because I'm in decimal mode. Let's go to standard mode and redo that, and there we go, negative 9/13 plus 19 over 13i. Now w over z, so we've got the w on the top this time, 2 minus 3i, and then 3 plus 5i, so we're going to multiply that by 3 minus 5i over 3 minus 5i, so that's the conjugate of this. So we have 2 minus 3i, 3 minus 5i, over 3 plus 5i, 3 minus 5i. So that's going to give us 6 minus 9i minus 10i plus 15i squared. And on the bottom, difference of two squares, I'm just going to get 9 plus 25. So I squared is negative 1, so that's 6 take away 15. So that's negative 9 take away 19i over 34. And let's just do that one on the calculator. So that's going to be 2 minus 3i over 3 plus 5i, and that's negative 9 over 34, take away 19i over 34. Now finally we have iz squared, so we've got I, and then z squared is 3 plus 5i, 3 plus 5i. So that's going to be I into 9, add 15i, add 15i, plus 25i squared. Now, I squared is negative 1, so that becomes negative 25. 9 take away 25 is negative 16, and then we have 30i. So multiplying the I in, we get negative 16i plus 30i squared. So that's going to be negative 30, because I squared is negative 1, take away 16i.